I just know that as soon as I click live, I forgot my bottle of water. What's up, y'all? Good evening. Happy Monday night. It's like what 9:20 right now. We haven't been this late in a minute. Night streams is something they got to deal with. Nights, afternoons, mornings. That's why y'all got to keep y'all notifications on. That's why y'all got to follow me on social media. Follow my Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I always try to put them out there, let everybody know. You know what I mean? We up in a couple minutes and all that. So I appreciate everybody for following the movement. Welcome back to the Sorry Shoe Podcast. I see the popcorn early. Jay, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Um, Pardon the vague title again. This is like the second or the third time y'all see me do this within a week. Title says "Birds of a feather flock together." Nothing new here. There's gonna be a little bit of a theme of that within today's stream. I think I'm gonna for at least another week or so. You guys are gonna see some of those type of titles go up. Right? I'm not clickbaiting y'all. Okay. I tried to explain some of this the other day. I'm playing around with YouTube metadata a little bit of trial and error that I'm doing. Okay. I had a good conversation today with Quarterlab. We have a monthly call every month going over the channel's analytics, some good things, some bad things, looking at our shorts, our mid-form content, the streams, and shout out to everybody over there. Gray, Zach, the whole team, the whole Quarterlab team. And I let them know that I was going to trial and error this for a little bit as well. And we were politicking over it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep the chapters though in these streams for you guys. I think what you guys will see from a chapter standpoint is a breakdown of Sorry It's True news as a chapter. So that's where you guys will get general topics of, the type of stuff that we're covering in our news cycle. Then you guys will get the title, right? So you guys, if anybody sees the title, I'm like, oh, I know what that's about, or I think I know what that's about, or it says 6ix9ine is on a rampage. That'll be a chapter. It'll say the title as a chapter, right? And the third one will be battle rap, because almost every live stream we're probably going to have a battle rap segment, at least one to multiple topics. Okay. So that's what's going to happen today. We got general Sorry It's True news that we're going to start with. Then I'm going to get to semi the title, because some of the titles in battle rap as well. We're going to close out with battle rap. Yeah, we're going to close out with battle rap. Got some stuff to pull up, some things to address, some things to talk about once we get to battle rap. But all right. Two small ones that I don't even got up here on the screen to pull up, that I just want to mention real quick. I did catch up with the Chappelle new Netflix show. He's just the GOAT, man. Yo, Chappelle, he hits without even making me laugh at every joke. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's some comedians where I'm doubled over watching them. I'm just tears in my eyes the whole fucking time. Other guys can entertain me without me even having to laugh the whole time. It's just the shit that they talking and they setups and they cleverness. And this particular one, I think it's a mix of both, right? He remains the only person that could be on the edge and talk about the type of stuff that he's talking about. Like the Charlie Kirk segment, I'm just listening to it like, he's the only one that could do it. He goes back to the transgenders again. He's the only one that can do it and get away with it. All the rest of you will be canceled yesterday if you do it. Me, you, her, everybody canceled. Chappelle, he don't just do it. He does it on Netflix, like this huge ass platform. It's Chappelle, man, but he's clever. He spits a lot of truth, puts a lot of game out there, man. And it is what it is, man. I understand why he's got a whole crop of people that despise him, but he don't give a shit. So I've always respected that about him. He stands on his shit. He's like, I'm gonna bring it back to the stage every damn show, and I'm gonna tweak a nerve. Fuck you, do something. Netflix is with me, obviously. So I think it's typical Chappelle, man, just dope shit. Another one, quick news. I didn't even want to bring it on the screen. Have you guys been seeing Finesse 2Tymes viral videos going around of him leaning out allegedly, or whatever he got going on with him? We've been following it. We've been talking about it. It's like a watch for him right now. It's like, if you're close to him, who's not knocking on his door at this point? Drag him to rehab, allegedly. Drag him to rehab. Help him if you love him. Step in. We're watching the destruction of this man. Like a couple days ago, I saw the fucking video of him acting like he's playing a video game. He's got the remote control in his hand, and he's just fumbling his shit like, I'm just like, yo, this nigga really wants us to believe he's playing a game on stream. He's just going like this randomly. It's the most awkward looking shit. And I'm just like, okay. And the one that's going viral today, he's got the remote control in his hand again. He's just sitting there like in his pajamas and shit. And he's just, you know what I'm saying? It don't look as bad as the one when we saw BG the other day. BG allegedly was dope fiend leaned out. You know how you see them every once in a while, all the way stooped over. They never hit the flow though. They never hit the flow. That's how BG was looking on camera the other day, B. You know what I mean? Don't be looking at some of these rappers and these actors and whatnot like they're your superheroes, man. They're not. Why is this thing up on the screen that says Sorry It's True Podcast? What is that? What is that? Hold on. How do I get that out of there? Why does that? Do y'all see on my screen it says in the bottom left corner in that blue box it says Sorry It's True Podcast? Do y'all see that? Chat. What is that? And I noticed that because they must have played with a bunch of stuff. When I cut it on today, my is this it? There you go. Yeah, ew. Come on, StreamYard. Y'all don't even know how to roll shit out. Because when I started my stream, when I brought it up, the background wasn't there. I was like, what are y'all doing? We fixed it though. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. Come on, stream, y'all. Step y'all game up, man. All right. Let's get into general Sorry It's True topics. Birds of a feather. They be flocking together. I'm gonna start here. This annoyed me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This kind of annoyed me. Damn, DJ Envy tells Pat Poose and Clarissa to their face that he wanted Pap to work things out with Remy Ma.
Every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all see me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers.
Well, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it. Because I've known y'all so long. And
we move forward with our lives.
Like I wish you the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over 1.5 years now. It'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Like, don't act like it's just over here. Like, she's happy. We're happy. And that's it.
I was there every step.
I think Pat was I watched the whole interview. I think Pat was handling it pretty well. You know, when you go up to these radio shows, they want the controversial stuff, you know, and even if you're a friend to the room, the Charlamagne the Gods, he just got his $200 million deal for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of, it bothered me a little bit to watch how much they tried to stay on it so much. And Pap is there. And he's doing his best to field it. He's maintaining his composure with some of the edgy questions. He's being as respectful as he can as possible. He's trying not to revisit some controversial statements or whatever. He's trying, you know, up there promoting his music. She's up there, she's doing her thing. And it's just like they tried so hard to stay there and they just wouldn't let him out of the topic, you know, and he's just sitting there navigating it as respectful as possible, respectful. And I'm just like, damn. Fucking radio, B. Fucking radio. I just think that it's extremely rude and kind of fucked up. If a man is there, I don't need this on the screen anymore. If a man is with his woman, this doesn't go for the Breakfast Club. This is just a general thing for us as men and women out here in the world. If a man is with his woman or a woman's with her man and you know them for being with somebody else, right? When they're in your face as a couple, don't confront them about their previous partners. That's some rude, awkward, disgusting shit. Even the couples is only to go but so far talking about their past. I'm not supposed to be with my current lady and be talking about my ex so much. Now, here we go. Here we are. We step in a room and the cameras and the microphones is cut on and you berate me about, and you have the nerve to even say, I really wish you and your ex worked out. It's like, what? You said that in front of my lady right here that I'm invested in? And Shanta did that shit once upon a time to me. It was a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you what he did. In the crib chilling, I had a new lady of mine that I was dating. This is a long time ago, even before I had kids. And the young lady comes over And what movie was it? What movie was it? What movie was it? Was it Boys in the Hood? It was like one of these movies that it's like if you didn't see it, you look at the person different. It was like Boys in the Hood or Menace or New Jack, like one of them, some shit like that. And here goes Shotha. He's playing brother role. You know what I'm saying? So he's interrogating this girl. So he's just asking her questions, you know, trying to, because he met meeting her for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm letting him do his thing. You know, I'm like, this is their little building thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going to be around me, you got to be around him. You get it? So he's drilling her with certain questions. And he gets to movies or whatever because he knows what's going to kind of survive me and what's going to align with me. And he gets to the movie. You seen this? And she's like, nah, what's that? And he says, dead to her face. He said, oh, yeah, y'all ain't going to last. I said, yo, my nigga, like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, you couldn't save that. You couldn't tell me that shit like on the side or some shit, or you couldn't like do a gesture. You couldn't be like, oh. He just flat boldly said it to her face. He's like, yeah, y'all ain't gonna last. And she just looks at me like, I'm like, what you want me to, my brother? Like, we want me. I ain't gonna say like right now. You kind of right, but yo, point being, people, your brother's gonna get away with this shit, right? Your sister, your mother, your father. Go ahead and bring the wrong person home. Your mother's gonna trash you. Or trash the person. You know what I'm saying? I had a girl I was dating one time that was older than me, and my mom just straight snitched on me. She's like, you know what you're doing? You know how old my son is? And she didn't know at the time. Then she tells her, and the girl's like, oh, it's okay. And then my mother just continues to go. I'm looking out the window, watching my mother just berate this girl in the yard. She's like, yo, why would you want to be with a guy that's, I'm just, but that's all acceptable. A fucking radio host doing you like that is just like, it's a certain line of rudeness, being it's like y'all setting me up. And when you get on these fucking shows, you got to navigate it. And that's why I think we're going to move on. When I interview people, you know, that's why I try to do my best not to do but so much, because you want to provide a level of comfort. Because once it's one thing if I do a pre-recorded interview with you. I have pre-recorded interviews that's vaulted. Like, I got one with my man, Big K. And there's somebody in the interview that he started snapping on. And then by the time we was done recording, we got on the phone. We was just like, yeah, let's not drop that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sitting there on some drive somewhere probably or something. You know what I'm saying? But when you're live and the cameras is on and everybody's trying to keep their cool shit on, and you sit there like, yeah, I wish you and that other girl would have worked out. It's like, now you just got me on the spot. That's fucked up. And then I'm supposed to walk out of here calling you a friend of mine, knowing that you just tried to content me up. What? That's the game. We definitely got to understand the friends from the associates, from the businesses, and you know, it's levels, right? So it is what it is. All right, next up, let's start to walk into Young Thug and some of his friends. The Terror, 6ix9ine. He did what during the Jake Paul walkout? It says video of 6ix9ine mean mugging and performing right in front of Young Thug after calling Thug a real rat. 6ix9ine dissed Young Thug to his face walking Jake Paul out. Was he bad luck, by the way, 6ix9ine? But anyway, all right, let's check it out. By the way, yeah, this is reaction, people, so don't mind or expect the pauses. That song, this song, it hits. It was crazy when it came out. It still hits when I hear it now. Like, damn, that was a joint right there. But the intro of it, the person isn't the person that's speaking, isn't that Shotty introducing the song right there? Is that one of them? Or what's the name that this time anyway? And then he screams Treyway, and you put a bunch of Treyway people in jail. 6ix9ine is such a terror. He is such a fucking terror. Yeah, the whole crowd screaming it. Like, it's like, damn, it's a hot song on the low. I'm a killer too. Everybody, look at Young Thug standing there. That's all you can do is smile. That's it. Wow. Is that considered crossing paths? Do y'all consider that? Not yes, no, not really. It's not the level of Troy Ave and Mano, right? Where one guy's just walking down the aisle and we get a chance to get so close to each other that I could actually put my hand on your shoulders and meet your newborn baby, right? It's not that, but to just have the type of energy that you guys have, where you guys, well, 6ix9ine is constantly on your heels, disrespecting you, calling you out your name left and right. And he's there. He's 30 feet from you at times. He's 50 feet from you at times. And all you could do is smile. That's it. It's fucking insane, people. What is this right here? Recording Thug is diabolical. Did they put the cameras on Thug in the venue on someone like, oh yeah, we know this dynamic? Wow. Okay, Netflix. Shout out to y'all. All right, we still in this vein. Your image, man, it's just not gonna work for you anymore, man. And this type of stuff, me personally, I don't give a shit about a picture. Like, and Shorty kind of cute too. I don't give a shit about this picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could take a picture with it could be a fan. There could be a total lack of context right here. This person could have seen Young Thug in the mall and said, hey, Thug, can you take a picture with me, please? And it might be a cop. Yo, you know, cops ask for autographs, cops ask for pictures, cops can turn groupie, all types of shit, right? That could have been exactly what happened here. And then he takes a stone straight face picture like this, throws his arm around her. Come on, man. Take the picture. Have a nice day. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And walks the fuck off. But in 2025 for Young Thug, unfortunately, these pictures take on a whole new meaning. And that's just where his reputation is after all of this shit. Look at it. Young Thug with a police officer after F the Streets campaign. Why is that coming to mind for everybody? It's the biggest topic in the hip hop world right now, the F the Streets campaign and 21 Savage. And yes, sir, we're about to get into it even more again. We're going to continue to walk through it. But that's the reaction to Thug right now. He won't return. It's impossible for him to return. He's got to go just what's happening behind this, where it looks like all these Atlanta rappers trying to get back together. Let's get back to making hit records together, support each other, bring Atlanta back, this music industry energy that we've always had. And let me just be a rock star, or let me just be a pop star, or let me just be into the music and just sell music and records to the people that enjoy me or rock with the type of style of music that I do. That's it. That street shit, niggas is not ever going to look at him and see that anymore. They put up pictures like this and make this type of shit go viral. All right, F the Streets. Let's walk more through it. It's still dragging on 21, man. Boy, some of them tweets you put out, man, I know he wishes he could have them back. And we're going to get to him backtracking in a second. All right, let me bring up Mr. Gladiator. Let's see what he's talking about.
I need y'all to explain to me what y'all mean by that, though. What the fuck y'all mean, fuck the streets, though? Like, I'm confused. Maybe I'm taking it wrong and I'm on my bullshit. Cause y'all just tweeting and y'all just saying fuck the streets. What you mean though? Like that means what you mean? I don't even know what
He's
you
confused.
mean. What the fuck you mean? Fuck
Look. I'm gonna
He's
tell you what
confused.
the fuck it mean. You hear me? It mean them niggas over there trying to build a Mickey Mouse clubhouse. Come inside, front inside. M-I-C-K-E-Y. M-I-C-K-E. Them niggas is building a Mickey Mouse clubhouse, okay? But on the other end, fuck the streets, cause it's kids out here. Let's do it for the kids. I know y'all trying to be gangsters and shit. I know them niggas riding. They trying to say fuck the streets now and shit like that. But nah, it's bigger than that. You heard? Fuck the streets. We got the generation of these kids, man. We doing it for the kids. It's bigger than what y'all think. The kids need to stop shooting, and y'all need to stop persuading like y'all niggas gangsters and shooting and shit and going to jail and shit. Like, stop.
All right, dude, chill out. All right, one of the most vocal people that's always gonna find a way to put himself in the mix, right? Boosie, he's got another one addressing stuff.
Hey, all these people saying fuck the streets and all this, I'm not with it because I am, I'm a big part of the streets. That's what my love is. That's what my genuine love is. They love me so much, and I'm always speak up for the streets, bro. We talking about how it traumatized it. Yeah, it fucked us up, but it made us success stories. Everybody who was traumatized by the streets, it made you a success story to lead them streets. Streets made everything. Hip hop, NFL, NBA. All these are people who come from the Most 60% are from the NBA are from the streets. All athletes are from the streets. They had
Niggas even be calling James Harden a Crip, right?
they play ball to leave the streets. So so the streets got success stories. This shit ain't all trauma. Trauma turned into success. Let's keep it real, bro. Like, man, I ain't gonna nah, man. We ain't finna be on no fuck the street shit, especially if you done made it off the streets, nigga. Hey, all these people. Come on, man. Like, take the streets out of all our music. Take street shit out, all our music. Who are we now? Who are you now without that street message that you preach to everybody? Who are you now, nigga? Yeah, man. So that ain't cool, right? I'm not with the fuck the street shit. I feel like y'all using that as a gateway for when y'all get in trouble. If everybody saying fuck the street, by the time y'all get in trouble, now y'all have a gateway. I'm telling, fuck the streets.
Oh shit.
I ain't going for it. I'm standing up, man. Yeah.
He said, now you
Come
got
on,
a gateway. I mean, we read this statement, what was it, yesterday or the day before? Let's stop on Boosie for a second. Does anybody disagree in the chat with what Boosie just said? Anybody disagree? Anybody feel like, yo, Boosie, no, this is an ignorant statement? Because when somebody says fuck the streets, what they're trying to do is represent getting away from negativity and the things that have corrupted us and killed us and traumatized us and ruined households and family lives. Is that where everybody's standing on it? Or y'all more with Boosie, just like, wait, hold on. You can't do that after monetizing off of the streets, coming up off of the streets, becoming a success story from the streets. Now that you got out of the streets, still using the streets in your music and in your reputation, and especially in y'all image, right? Still using it in your lyrics. Do y'all agree or disagree? We'll go to Dirk in a second. Boosie ain't tell one lie. I see here. I see Mr. White Owl Jr. said, Whitlow Jr. says, I approve this message. Jay says, no. Jay, you mean no as in you disagree with Boosie? Then Jay says, they're about to tell everything. This one right here from The Rotten Culture says, I mean, Boosie perpetuate the foolishness, so his opinion don't count. Let me stop there for a second. Perpetuate the foolishness. I don't know if I use that word, perpetuate. I'd rather replace perpetuate with endorse, because Boosie has always stayed a representative for streets, right? He's always been like that. I respect him for it. Doesn't mean that he hasn't tried to change his lifestyle. The man lives on some fucking 100-acre away from everything, raising his family type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Beautifully. Shit, last time, actually, doesn't he have sentencing or jail time coming up? That was from him being in the hood, in the streets with a gun in his back, and somebody took a picture of it, and it was a violation of his parole, right? So he's about to go sit up, and he still ain't bitching, talking about F the streets. So I don't know if I would say perpetuate. You know, when somebody stands how they stand, you know, who's gonna flock to Boosie? People flock, birds of a feather type shit. People flock to Boosie because they feel like he has represented them despite being a celebrity or a whole rich, you know, rapper from the hood. Like the man fought murder cases and whatnot, right? Like Boosie is a real certified street nigga, and he just never switched up on the streets despite being far from them in his current day lifestyle. So I think people always appreciated Boosie. I respect Boosie for that. You know, Boosie hood is shit. Boosie ain't living in the hood. Boosie ain't doing no street shit right now, to my knowledge, but he still represents the streets and where he came from. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's continue those reactions. Let's go to somebody with a little less credibility, but you know, this is entertainment. This is a podcast, so let's listen to Whack 100.
Gunna, don't be no fool. 21 Savage told the nigga Thug, use the nigga, don't get rid of him yet. Use him till you can use him for, then get rid of him. That ain't your friend. Thug told everybody,
don't fuck with you because he thought he was bigger than the program. He's seen that you're bigger than him now. So don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with none of these niggas, Gunna, who wrote you off and now see their record sales are less than yours. And now see they can't sell out a fucking arena like you can today. Do not befriend none of these niggas. Wack then called you a rat because you are a rat. You don't need to befriend me unless you're willing to accept the terms of being a rat.
He's right.
Do not let them niggas use
right.
Bring back Atlanta. If they could have brought back Atlanta with Barry and your Gunna, don't be no fool. That's what they would have did. But because it didn't work, and because you continue to flourish, now all of a sudden, they want to say, oh, let's make it right. Fuck them niggas. That crazy ass female manager you got over there, that motherfucker, listen to her. Because she gonna tell you, fuck them niggas. All these niggas is doing is seeing that Gunna is climbing and they shit is declining. So now all of a sudden, let's bring it back and act you know it. That's fuck shit.
I don't need Axe reaction there. And that's why I continue to tune into Wack. You just gotta always take it with a grain of salt. You know, so even a Charleston White, it's like a broken clock. You know what they say about it twice a day, right? It's gonna be right. Charleston White, every once in a while, is going to say some shit like, he's right. Wack 100 is the same way. Sometimes he's going to say some complete bullshit. Sometimes he's going to lie. Sometimes he's going to be a walking contradictory. Sometimes he's going to break all type of codes when it's convenient for him. And there's going to be some times where he's spot fucking on. Every word he just said was spot on. Wack 100 just now. Every fucking word. And that was part of my take, yesterday. I said, no. You got to stand. You called me a rat. You called me a rat, and you did it in a form where you were trying to get me up out of it. Get me up out of the industry, turn the whole industry against me, turn all the fans against me and all this, but it didn't work. And you guys know what I say about surviving somebody that tried to kill you. And I mean that literally in the form of, like, let's say, allegedly, YFN Lucci and Young Thug. And also mean allegedly, and also mean it metaphorically, meaning where if you tried to do things to kill my brand, to kill my reputation in the form of trying to get me up out of here for real, and I survived it, we'll never patch that because I know what your real intentions was. You just failed in your mission. All right. They tried to kill him, metaphorically speaking. And look what he just reminded people about with 21 Savage. It's like, no. 21 was on that call being one of the worst snake in the grass that could be in the direction of Gunna, saying, yo, why don't you just do this and, use them for the money or whatever. And then you're going to come out and put yourself in this circle to do music with them, put yourself around these people. Gunna would be a respectfully, I don't call him the B word. He would be insane. He would be insane to go put himself around these people or to try to work with these people again. But what is the title to this video? Birds of a feather flock together. And my guess, my bet is they're gonna do some music soon. I don't care if it's two years from now. Gunna and Thug's gonna do something. They're gonna do something. ARP, break down facts yet? Or he ducking? Shout out to Bronx Jedi. Anything I ever talk about or address on my podcast, or don't, is never from an angle of ducking. And I don't feel sensitive to you saying this as far as is he ducking? I don't feel sensitive to that. That doesn't tweak a nerve with me, right? There's no reason for me to duck any topic on the internet. You guys have seen I'm willing to talk about the biggest, the toughest, the most gangster, if I choose to, for my own reasons. Okay. There'd be all these different variables that make me break down, attack, not attack, give grace. And all right. So we didn't even get to our battle rap topic yet or segment yet. Okay. Bronx Jedi. But if I do, speak on any situation, including the one that you're referring to, I'll do it because I choose to. If I don't, there's a reason why I'm choosing not to in that respect as well. And it could be honor based. It could be me just how I'm trying to carry things based on variables. You never know. You never know. I could be waiting to see things. I could be waiting for certain conversations. You never know. Or I could be ready to go crazy in 10 minutes. You don't know. You don't know, homie. But it's whatever I choose to do, there's never no ducking in me. All right. So, I might as well take the opportunity to be clear about that. But shout out to you. And I appreciate the Super Bronx Jedi. Let's continue. Speaking of the birds of a feather and how they will eventually flock together once again, let's go to Little Zay Osama.
Say, hey, listen, man, fuck the streets. Thug, squash the beef. Gunna, squash the beef. Everybody squash the beef. Fuck the streets. Y'all saying fuck the streets so y'all can all befriend each other, start back making music, do a collab tape, and be the best city in hip-hop again. And be the best city that stick together. That's the name y'all want. That's what y'all trying to carry. That's what y'all trying to do. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't give a fuck about the streets, bro. You get what I'm saying? You don't care about the streets, gang. Because if you did, you wouldn't say fuck the streets. All of us come from the streets. Our mentality come from the streets. The way we dress come from the streets. The way we think come from the streets. What we speak about in our music be about the streets. We got money out the streets. We got family and friends still in the streets. Hey, listen, I know what you niggas trying to do.
Shout out to everybody on the supers coming in. Let me address a couple of these real quick. Shout out to Daryl Flow. I'm sorry, Falcus, 6080. Appreciate the super, says Cassidy versus Mook Max Out 4. That battle would never be booked by me, and there will not be a Max Out 4, but I appreciate you, homie. Daryl says, was Frank White taking a shot at you on 15 Minutes of Fame? I'll bring this back on screen and I'll answer it in our battle rap segment. Okay, so wait until we get there and I got you, homie. Why was Thug even there? LOL, he dissed himself. So Thug going to the fight, I mean, it's Jake Paul and Anthony Josh. I mean, it's a fight. It's a fight. I don't know if he knew that 6ix9ine was going to be walked out with Jake Paul. And even if he did know, I don't know. That's on them. I don't think there's an issue with him going to the fight, though. It's just a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was going to a 6ix9ine concert. Then I would definitely be like, wait a minute. So Jason Carter says, Boosie sound like a lost one still. He arguing semantics when they basically just saying, stay out of trouble. They're not being honest for real, but I get it. Let me stay here for a second. Shout out to Jason Carter, 1869 with this super chat. I really appreciate that perspective, because if you hear Boosie's breakdown or his reaction, and that's the perspective that you have, then I can't be mad at you for this super in this comment right here at all. It just wasn't my personal perspective. That doesn't make you wrong with your perspective here. I don't disagree with that sentiment. I just don't see that, the attack on the F the Streets movement is really just based on everybody that's against it coming from a place of ignorance. Some people are, because if it's just purely, man, what you mean, man, no matter what, we don't want the streets to never die because the streets it's the streets. We need it. That's ignorance. It's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you stay over there with your birds of a feather. I want to be over here with the people that want to just howdy neighbor. That's who I want to live around. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but the thing about the 21 Savages and the Young Thugs and the people that's coming out and saying it, and if you caught my take from yesterday's stream, one thing that I struggle with is the timing. Troy Ave, I'll give you the same example again. Troy Ave's The Streets is a Myth campaign started when he was going to trial. He wasn't saying that prior to getting arrested. So the convenience and the timing of some of this shit, you just can't rock with, because those are people that are turncoats. They do things conveniently when the situation, that's how people get to telling or bending the rules or not standing firm on certain shit when the fire gets hot. because they're willing to just do things that'll let them adapt and take the easiest route. You know what I'm saying? If you stand on something, then you're going to have to go up a lot of hills. You're going to have to go through a lot of turmoil at times, because it's like, well, I can't change now. I told the chick I love her and I'll be there no matter what, for better or for worse. So now that, you know what I'm saying, she got a little older and and her body's not the same with her, I can't just leave her and be like, fuck it, I need a younger bitch. No, if you really meant those vows for better or for worse, you see what I'm saying? I think that's like a good example. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would want somebody to treat you like that, like through the good and the bad. If I'm rich and you with me, be with me. If I'm poor and you with me, be with me. You know what I mean, if you with me, then you with me, right? Stay by my side till the Reaper come and get us, right? That's how I'll be out shit. But that's the thing, convenience. When people switch up at convenient times, is always going to be a red flag. Okay. And this shit is just too convenient right now for 21 and these guys, and all this olive branch into Gunna after you guys tried to bury him and you didn't. It don't look good. Also, no, we already answered that. Okay. I think we caught up with the supers, but I'm going to come back to that one in the battle rap segment, as far as also the Frank. Okay. Let's go to the Gilly one. Let's be real thorough with all of this, because it's literally the hottest topic in hip hop right now. It really is. All right, what's Gilly talking about? I want to bring up another side of things. Like, well, here a Boosie, and we'll hear some of these, like a Lil Zay Osama, and it's just like, what you mean? Gilly's taking a different approach.
Gilly, how you feel about the rappers saying fuck the streets? And I mean, saying fuck the streets is a mentality. You feel what I'm saying? That's in the streets, that's trying to get some money, that's doing what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't saying fuck the streets, and you can't be mad at, because everybody's alarm clock don't come on at the same time. Everybody's shit don't go off at the same time. But you can't be mad at some rappers who made it out the streets that's saying fuck the streets. Let's be real, them niggas is rich. Like, if you still trying to be in the streets and you rich, then you dumb as a bitch. You fucking AGOH acting goofy the fuck out here, man. So let's be for real. Saying fuck the streets is about a mentality, bro. It's about, damn, I made it out the streets. Damn, I gave 20-something years of my life to the streets, 30 years of my life, 15 years of my life. Now I made it out the streets. I could finally live comfortable and not have to worry about no dumb shit. Ain't got to look over my shoulder. Ain't got to worry about a nigga pushing my motherfucking banana pudding out my motherfucking head, man. So it's a mentality, man. It's all about if your alarm clock came on fast enough or not.
So as far as your alarm clock coming on fast enough or not, once again, different perspective if you just look at that outside of 21 specifically, and how he did it. Yes, people wake up from the things that are our demises at different rates. Some people go through one situation when they're 14 years old and say, this ain't for me. This is going to kill me. Some people need to get older. Some people need to mature. Some people need to lose people. Some people need to go to prison. There's all these different circumstances of when your alarm clock goes off. Some people just see it and say, I don't need it to happen to me. I already see what's going on. I see the ratio of this shit. They say cliche all the time. There's only two outcomes to this shit: death or jail. And from the looks of things, I believe that. So I'm going this way. Some people don't need to go through the fire for their alarm clock to go off. So Gilly is right. But here's another thing about it, what Gilly's not seeing there. Gilly is expressing this 1,000,000 times better than 21 Savage did. And I said that on yesterday's stream as well. I said 21 didn't roll it out. He didn't sit down randomly and say, yo, you know what I've been thinking, y'all? I think that what we used to do is wrong. We need to get away from acting like this. And that's not what he did. The nigga came out and said, F the streets, yo, Young Thug, we swept Gunna being a rat under the rug. Yo, Q, you know, I told you to your face, I thought you were a rat, but I didn't say nothing so that we can keep getting money. That's what he, like, his string of tweets was that, once again, of bad time and convenience and like You're exposing yourself. That was one of the worst tweets that 21 Savage could have ever put out. Some shit saying, we swept knowing Gunna was a rat under the rug the first time. So, like, what? So how long have you been breaking behind all your fans' backs the street code that you represent? So Gillie is actually saying the right thing, but he can't speak for 21 in this sense because that's not what 21 did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jason Carter 1869. Appreciate the super chat. Says if they were genuine, they would have dropped flags and denounced gangs, PR and rebranding, and Boosie can be for the streets and still lead the youth better. Great statement, sir. Great. This is all I'm trying to tell y'all. This is all I'm saying. Thank you, Mr. Carter. I appreciate you, G. Thank you. Your alarm clock went off. You get it. You fucking get it, man. You get it. All right, let's walk down 2 more, and then I'm going to get to battle rap. Let's walk down 2 more. Just to stay current and complete, you got Blueface. Let me take this screen. Blueface says what? He says, next time, say fuck your street. LOL. I'm not shaking none of you niggas' hands backstage no more. I never thought I'd see the day niggas saying fuck the streets for 21 Savage features. Fuck the industry. That's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Let's go to 21 Savage. Is he backtracking? Is he? Let's take a look.
It's rap, dissing, but they bluffing. Chopper bullets, Philly, they keep punching. Any room, I'm topic of discussion. Would it be the same if I was busted? Niggas hate it, bitches love it, but they know.
What's up, baby boy?
Man, I'm confused.
What?
Fuck the street. I'm with.
I ain't supposed to say it like that.
You shouldn't.
I supposed to say say the streets.
Yes.
We gotta say the streets.
I said it wrong, y'all.
We gotta get all the bullshit, all the crazy killer shit out of it, and put the love and the hustle back in the shit.
Yeah, but bullshit come to the street. That is what that come with the street. But you just saying we ain't pushing that.
Yeah, we ain't pushing it. We trying to stop it. We can't save everybody, but you know.
Yeah. But I ain't
save everybody.
I ain't moving no gold posters and saying all rats, y'all. We forget y'all and we fuck with y'all and
Nah. We ain't saying that. We holding niggas accountable and then we letting them go on with their life. Like, what you mean? I ain't say that. I said that.
That's what it looking like.
For real?
Yeah.
What big at? We gotta get big in here.
Big said, "Oh no, what y'all niggas are?" I said, "I ain't on that." Say the street, man. That
yeah, we gotta say the streets, bro. For real, nigga been through too much. For real shit.
Nah,
that shit be having a nigga head fucked up. Nigga seen too much shit.
Facts. You always right about that. I just feel
leave
like
that shit alone.
I just feel like goddamn. No, everybody ain't gonna understand everything, but shit.
They gonna see our actions though, because actions speak louder than words.
Yeah,
so
basically you saying like the real
certain shit. They gonna be like, oh nah, they dead ass serious. Like we ain't playing. This shit coming from our heart.
Facts. Say the street.
You can make a wrong right. You can't never make right wrong. I don't care what a nigga say. This shit from my heart, so I don't care what no nigga say. How no nigga feel. I hear people opinions and shit, but you know. Maybe I said it wrong, but
from what they saying,
nigga
like
know what I'm
opinion,
saying. If you a street nigga, you know what I'm saying.
But from what they saying, their opinions and shit, you agree with their opinion.
What you mean?
Like, hell no, 21, we ain't moving the goalpost over these niggas. We ain't forgiving these niggas for telling and all that. Hell no. You moving the goalpost or you ain't?
Nah, I ain't moving the goalpost. I'm saying niggas do that in the streets though. Niggas acting like niggas don't move the goalposts for their partners though. Niggas do that. And we need to just admit that. And if you told, and then we keep going. Like, all right, you can be over there, we over here. We don't gotta have no problem. But a nigga ain't saying, hey, let's all no. That ain't what a nigga saying. No.
But it sure hell do look like it. But I'm with you. I'm with you. But I ain't standing with those niggas that went in there and pointed at a nigga, told on a nigga. I'm not standing with that. I'm standing with you, so you better not be nowhere standing with that. I'm gonna call a timeout. Timeout. Hey, bro,
Man,
nah, for real. Nah, I'm with you though, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to rush all that.
You doing some real shit though. Niggas get it. Niggas just gonna make it.
Huh? Your mic went up.
I said niggas get it.
Okay. All right.
Speak louder than words.
All right. He's gonna spend a few cleaning it up, and he's gonna have to prove back in one way or another to his fan base and to the hip hop community that looks at him like a street nigga and accepts the reputation and the image that he's always had and the type of music that he puts out. And he's going to have to show what he represents. And if he just goes 100% in this F the streets movement, and if that's the new mentality and presentation, and let's make up with Gunna because we already knew that he was a rat, so come on, then we'll see the effects of his music and how people look at him. And once again, we see times where people are building up these impervious fucking reputations. It's like you only look at this person, I am Mike Tyson, for being a brick wall and knocking everybody out in the first round. You're shocked when he gets dropped. You see what I'm saying, people? So if you carry that gangster, tough, street energy, anti-snitch, all these street codes apply, and then you go opposite from that, you're gonna have to find your way through that minefield. And that's what 21 Savage and his Atlanta fellow rappers got going on right now. So it's gonna be what's gonna be. All right, let's leave it alone. Birds of a feather, though. Battle rap. I got a lot of battle rap today. I do. I'm gonna start here. Ooh. So what is this that Caps put up? Let me read the caption first. Let me go on a bigger screen. It says Cassidy's right-hand man Jag is exposed for allegedly lying about his daughter being AR'd and begging for $50 to get gas to pick her up after an alleged R. This is nasty work, y'all. Let me play.
What is wrong with you? Oh, hell no, nigga. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dog. If you are blood, if you are Pyru, and y'all.
Hold on, y'all. Let me skip around because I never played this. I literally just saw this clip as I'm loading up the stream while I was looking around for something. And let me see if that.
Enough is you lying, bitch. Enough is enough.
Oh,
this nigga.
Hold on.
This whole nigga is that he's a liar.
Okay, so I don't hear the audio of what's in this caption. Once again, the caption says Cassidy's right-hand man, Jag, gets exposed for allegedly lying about his daughter being AR'd and begging for $50 to get gas to pick her up after an alleged R. This is nasty work. Okay, let me take the bigger screen here. Let me take the bigger screen. First of all, let me talk about my homie. It's okay to have friends. We know that, right? Divide and conquer is for the weak. I'll be tweeting that. I'll be talking about that. Divide and conquer is for the weak. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to stick up for your homies. Don't ever be deterred from it. Okay? Or else you's a sucker. If people can tear you apart on the internet, that was never your homie. You stand up for your peoples. And my peoples, if they claim to be my peoples, they better stand up for me. They better. Okay? So let me stand up for Cass here. Am I allowed to speak up for my homies? Right? Am I wrong? I hope I'm not. This is real man stuff and what everybody expects of their people. Okay? Don't read no caption like that if you my homie and not speak on my behalf. Speak on my behalf when I'm there, when I'm not there. Y'all know what I'm subbing right now, right? Okay. Sometimes you just got to show the type of man you are, one way or another. Now to stick up for my homie. Cass ain't co-signing this shit. Cass ain't co-signing this man's behavior. I spoke to Cass today. All right. I heard this audio. This caption is real. I have this audio. Nah, let me not play it. Let me leave it alone. It's disgusting. It's one of the nastiest things that I've heard in a very, very long time. But it's coming from somebody, unfortunately. And I'm gonna keep a calm tone here. I'm not gonna even be disrespectful. I ain't gonna call nobody out their name or nothing. It's coming from a person that goes Stephen King, Quentin Tarantino, Spielberg level with his shit. You know? So when you got somebody that let's say they missed their active battle because they was having some drug shootout, right? or they missed their swave battle because their car flipped over a bunch of times and they went into surgery, had anesthesia, the bone was put back into their body, they were sewed up, and they were home the same day on conference calls with ARP, Swave, and Angry Fan. Same day arguing. Okay. What else do we got here? We got somebody that put an alleged plug on camera to the point where his opponent addressed it in one of his rounds in a battle. I did that video for y'all, but I don't need to resurface it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Fast forward. It's like 4 critical strikes here. 1, being in your 40s and asking another man for $50 is already not good. That is not from a place of lack of humility. It's a conversation I had on the phone today with my man Swave. People fall on hard times. You could have it today and it could be gone tomorrow. It could happen to you. It could happen to her. It could happen to me. I'm living an extremely blessed life right now, but I know I got to work my ass off to keep it. I got to do everything in my power to stay on the path that I'm on. Everything. Because it can be gone tomorrow. It happens to the best of them. I was just talking once again today with my man Sway. I was like, what's that actor they were saying is now going hotel to hotel? I think he played like Kaiser Sose, right? Was it Spacey or whatever? It happens to everybody. They say, what's the name that slapped Charlie Murphy? The megastar. My bad. I'm going blank right now. But anyway, he was doing a couple $100 interviews or whatever before he passed or ran out of money. It happens to the best of us, man. I don't got to give y'all the whole humility spiel of people that's down and out, man. I know people that they need Rick James. Thank you. My bad, y'all. That need $50, $75, and they in their 40s or whatever, right? But the strike of it goes to it being for what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't got nothing going on in life. I'm so fucked up, man. I need $50 to eat. You ask me for $50 to eat, I'm sending you $1,000 to eat. You ask for $50 for gas money. How do you have a car if you can't put gas in it? There's this thing called forecasting as well. This is why certain people don't even like to swear on their kids, like don't even want to swear on their child. Imagine saying, can you send me $50 for gas money? Because my daughter just got AR'd and I'm about to go bust a move on that. The levels that some people go. Now, here's a birds of the feather one that I knew I was going to do. Do you happen to be somebody that platforms this guy? And I don't do the divide and conquer. I'm not running around telling people, yo, don't fuck with this person or nothing because I think he do a lot of fraud stuff to people and he be fucking people over. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. Yeah, Cass, did I ever call you and be like, yo, what's up with this? 3, did I ever call you and say what's up with this? Or Facts, that I would be like, yo, you playing that music in your intros? Like, nah, y'all do y'all. It's cool. He was on 3 Letterman's joint the other day. That's what y'all want to do. I don't need to play divide and conquer. Actually, the person that this went to is one of the closest people that I fuck with past battle rap, and there's not that many people from battle rap that I fuck with past battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this ended up going out from the source, so I'm not going to say his name, but that's who it was sent to. One of the closest people that I fuck with from battle rap. One of the closest people. That's who this shit went to. I never went to that person and said, why are you rocking with him? Never. I don't need to play divide and conquer. Y'all niggas choose who y'all want to be cool with. But now that you see for like the 20th time the depths of this, do you platform that type of person? Do you spin that person's music? Do you do business with that type of person? Or do you just do what the person that he sent this to did and say, yo, get the fuck away from me? Period. I can't have your energy and your con next to me. Everybody's different. Everybody's different, but this is not a bullshit title that DNA Tooth has up. I have the audio. A bunch of people have heard it. I didn't know it was going public. That's why I'm not saying the person's name, because the person that he sent it to, I'm going to test it right now. I didn't know that it was going to come out. Or maybe he sent it to somebody and somebody put it out. I don't know. Actually, the person sent it to more than one person, but the main person that he sent it to, I'm going to text my homie and see if he knows. Do you know the audio is out? I'm going to text him right now. I ain't even going to say his name until, you know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. And when you stand with somebody, you stand with somebody. I just talked about something about divide and conquer for the weak. And everybody was in the chat saying 100. Loyalty. You're right. But at the same token, remember, if somebody doesn't represent anything close to what you represent, yet you think you fuck with that person, understand how much of a detriment or dangerous that person can be. By the way, in closing, you sending that voice note to people, yo, bro, send me $50 so I could put gas in the car so I could go do something to this person that awed my daughter, allegedly. I hope you understand that the people that you text that to, you kind of make them an accomplice to M if you actually was going through this and you was about to go bust a move. They could be dragged into court and questioned like, yo, you knew about this. Why didn't you call the police? Or you helped finance this move. It's no different than you putting an alleged plug on camera. You got these street niggas out here that don't even think like the squares. I'm a whole square and I'm 10 times more street than these gangsters. I don't understand. This is why I be confused as fuck. These niggas tell me how gangster they are and then do the most outlandish shit. I'm off it. Let's move on. All right, I'm going to do this one because of the super chat. Let me find the super chat. Shout out to, once again, Daryl Falcus 6080 says, was Frank White taking a shot at you on 15 Minutes of Fame? Okay, so without even let me bring it up here, my bad. Without even trying to make it dramatic, let me bring it up here first. Let me answer the question first and foremost. Fuck no. Frank is my homie. Me and Frank was just building today. Was it today or yesterday? We were just building. This guy, Frank, he really is one of the coolest people in the game. He's done a lot for the game. I think he says numbers like $250,000 that he done dumped into the game, into the industry. He's behind a lot of big battles. Like, I think he mentions like even Lux and Twerk. He's got money in it. You know what I'm saying? He's been involved in a lot of main events and battles happening. He co-sponsored his favorite battle rapper is Arsenal, and he never worked with RBE. And he said before he retires and he walks away from battle rap, number one, he wanted to check the box of working with RBE, and number two, he wanted to work with his favorite battle rapper of Arsenal. So they hit me up, and I'm just like, oh, I'm all for it. All right, let me find an opponent, and that's where I grabbed Coach, and we did the Arsenal and Coach full circle. You know what I'm saying? So he's involved with a bunch of stuff, you know, and you got to respect somebody like this. It's sad he's another person that's damn near getting ran away because of how the business and how things just rotate within this industry. Another person that got a bag to give away that's gone once again. I can relate. I'd rather spend my money on something else these days too. You know what I'm saying? But he texts me this video. You know, Frank asked me for my feedback on a lot of stuff. We exchange advice. You know, he tells me a lot of times, he said, man, I've learned a lot of things from you over the years. This man has shown me the utmost respect over the years, the utmost. And he's been so humble in my direction. He never has a problem asking for advice. He never has a problem calling me and asking me what I think about an idea. He's obviously supported the RBE battle that I just talked about. This guy's not taking shots at me at all. He's just talking about his opinion. So let's play some of them, and I'll give you some reactions to them. Why not? Let's walk. And this topic, once again, is for y'all with the supers. Okay, I did not intend on bringing this into the battle rap segment today, but let's do it.
Seem to
this fucking segment is 15 minutes long. I got an idea because I played it already when he sent it to me.
To create
I think he's got a list of the things that he thinks battle rap needs to do. And if I could find that up here, I could just talk to it like that without having to, because this shit is 13 minutes. Hold on. I thought they showed the list like on the screen of the things to change in battle rap. If I could just find that, that'd be so much easier. I thought I saw that when Uncle Ra and Frank did this joint. You're gonna make me go through the whole 13 minutes, Frank? You're gonna make me go through the whole. I thought I saw that. All right, that's all good. I'll be patient. I'll go through some of it with y'all. Let's do it.
Culture, man.
We met a few times. I'm Battle Cuban.
Bad at you.
So I got a list for you.
A list.
Yep.
Okay, let's get it, man.
All right. So
since you put so much money into this culture, the floor is yours, brother.
Something light, a little, something light, nothing crazy. So my name's Frank White. I've invested $222,000 in the battle rap for the last 4 years. I love the culture. Been a fan for decades. You know what I'm saying? These are the 6 issues I identified.
6 issues. It's okay. Cool. Let's go.
So number 1, exclusivity. Battle rap is the only industry where you could go get a Big Mac from Wendy's, a Whopper from Pizza Hut. The experience of having an exclusive experience at a league, we don't have that no more. And it waters down the brands. You understand?
Yes.
I love the battlers to death. I want them to get their money. But in order to build a strong foundation, you got to have an exclusive partnership somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I can only go to McDonald's to get a Big Mac. It should be the same in battle rap as far as brands go. Because you see the same battlers at different leagues and they don't look as good as they do at their home leagues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now I can't be a hypocrite because if you go back like 13 years, I was always a heavy supporter of people moving around, right? I was against the narrative that was way more purposeful of if it don't happen here, it don't matter. I mean, to this day, Smack has tried that. He said recently, if I'm not hosting your battle, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we're all sitting here on the stream watching this Cassidy and Easy battle. And Smack isn't hosting it. Does it not matter to anybody? We're going crazy. We're still talking about it 2 weeks removed, right? Does it matter to us? It damn sure does. But that's URL shit. You know, they got to push their narratives. I get it. I'm not mad at it, especially at this point. They do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it was a league competitive narrative. If you knew what I knew, especially from behind the scenes. All right. I agree more today with what Frank is talking about, but it's from a league standpoint. Because the saturation is an element that is has destructive elements to the culture. And it comes from how easy it is to come into the culture. All right. And that goes for media, that goes for bloggers, that goes for battle rappers, and that goes for leagues. All you need to do to start a league is to have a couple dollars and DM a battle rapper. That's it. And then along the way, before your date comes around, find a way to create some little janky flyer. Ask the battle rapper if they have any respect for you at all to tweet the flyer, maybe if you're lucky. show up to the battle with your man that's not a cameraman. He owns a camera. There's a big difference. The person that just works a camera versus being a real cameraman. Just put a camera on a trot and the footage looks shitty, the audio is shitty, the presentation is shitty, the matchups are shitty, the creativity is shitty, the promo is shitty, the flyers are shitty, the graphics are shitty, the name of your league is fucking corny as fuck. You put battle rap in your league name with some corny, stupid, generic shit like Great Bars Battle League. And respectfully, I think that could even exist. And I'm not talking to you if that's the name of your shit, but we see that Great Bars Battle League. You can't even come up with a decent name. You fucking lame as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kill Everybody Battle League. Go get the fuck on. But it's true. And we got some of these janky promoters, league owners. They don't know the business. They don't know the market. They overpay. Niggas don't get their money. They take these L's. They waste good matchups. So because any Tom, Dick, and Harry can have a fucking league and the battlers will pick up a bag, that's where it gets bad. Now, if you would have told me 10 years ago that battle rap is going to settle around 7 leagues or 8 leagues, 10. I'll say 10. Fuck it. Battle rap is going to settle around 10 leagues, right? 10 years from now. If you would have told me that 10 years ago, and then let's say everything outside of the 10 was like a supplemental that really focused on smaller budgeting, up and coming, developing battler type of things. Like, let's say what like Trap House did and We Go Hard did. Right. But then as far as like that go with the top tier matchups and do big rollouts and they got the budgets and the big fireworks and all of this type of shit. You got 10 of those. I would have told you today it's in a way better state. And here's the thing why I'm trying to agree yet still not disagree, but add something to what Frank is saying here, because the exclusivity of only being able to get that Big Mac and McDonald's, the problem is this. And I did break this down once upon a time. These league owners, right? They have different personalities. They have different matchup styles. They have different relationships. They have different types of creativity. They have different politics. They have all these different things that'll make them present something different. So you're going to say, for example, this person has a problem with K-Shine. And if he is exclusive there, then you don't see K-Shine. Or let's say K-Shine is there primarily, but you're never going to see K-Shine versus Jay Mills unless this other league within the core 10 leagues does it. You know what I'm saying? And you got a billion matchups like that. A billion matchups where it's like, if that league owner or that league owner or that team over there doesn't do it or doesn't have the idea or isn't interested in the match, it never happens. Nobody is ever going to think about Daylight versus Oops other than us three. Nobody. And then you got not just like the creative thoughts, but even the battles that there's other things that just won't let it happen that were out there. Like, let's say a bill collector and a hitman. The narrative's been there for 5-6 years. It took RBE to come and say, close your shit. Remember, before there was a Do You Believe, there was a close your shit. I did it before. I got bit for it. It is what it is. It's all good. And it's followed me ever since. I think I just forgot about close your shit. So I'm good. But I said close your shit on a microphone a million times. And I look at that makes my skin crawl too. It's the Do You Believe that people say to me even in this fucking street. It's all good though. You know, I can't get it. I can't take it back. But real talk. Same thing with Arsenal and QB, the queen of disrespect versus the king of disrespect. It was what those two people were telling me was just like, you got to be we're not doing it nowhere else. It's got to be you. All right, cool. I got you. So that factor is massive as far as the stuff that actually came to fruition. So I understand and I agree what he means about the exclusivity as it relates to the oversaturation. But I think the saturation can be contained in a way where we still get all these beautiful matchups, cards, and creativity. And it's all done at the high level instead of the janky shit that just comes and goes, or a nigga with a bag could DM a battler that's willing to pick up $1,000 with them and then come and ask me for 20. That's real shit. That's real shit. All right, let's keep going.
So we need exclusive last event. We don't need 10,000 leagues having 10,000 events on the same weekend. The economy is, I got to a point where the economy is
exclusivity too.
Yeah, of course.
Trying to find number 2, y'all.
The economy is, I can't buy all of them. Understand how these dudes watch wrestling and then forget how to promo.
Okay, this one is promo. So nobody's going to contest this, the lack of promo. In the battle rap space, one of the reasons, one of many, that we don't get the promotion that we deserve is it's an ego thing. Niggas be too cool for school. Remember, battle rap, everybody's a gangster. Everybody's tough. Everybody's too cool for school. In wrestling, it's not about being too cool for school because they can do all that sometimes corny, goofy shit and then go back out into society like a John Cena and just get all the respect in the world. Like niggas will see a John Cena or The Rock in real life and not treat him like some of the goofy stuff he's been involved with because they can separate the entertainment and the WWE and WWF shit from who they are in reality. Whereas in battle rap, people try to present their battle rap persona as what they are outside as well. And that locks them in sometimes. Like I can't go back and forth with you, or I can't argue with you, or I can't even risk you exposing me, or not. You know what I'm saying? Like you got that. Then you got laziness. Okay. Then also you got a market that doesn't make it fruitful for 90% of the battle rappers because there is really no gain for them because they're not able to generate the interest that's going to even get them a bag based on what they do. You got some battlers that they get out there and they really do hit the pavement. They really are posting and doing face-offs and doing interviews and everything, but it goes nowhere. So if this person is really trying to promote and nobody gives a fuck, there's still only 20 people in the building. When he gets back booked again, it's not easy to make that motherfucker promote. So you got to be a caliber of draw to even see the benefit of it. And that even ties into just the market of battle rap. I got a lot of reasons behind the promo shit, but let me not belabor it. Let's keep going.
Y'all all watch wrestling or link up or they drop a flyer and think that they promoted. No, see me in the spaces. I'm the number one instigator on.
Let me chime in on that.
Okay,
right?
go
I
ahead.
agree with you 1,000. They want about come on, and he doesn't
Telling
really
the fight. His fee is so high. It's the promotion.
I'm talking about Cassidy getting the bag that he get. Okay.
And the only thing about that fake shit, but
you watch.
They're giving you pushback when they're saying they don't agree with your first one, which was
They bread.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
You can't be tied to a league. I'm not gonna say no name, but you can't be tied to one league and get booked once a year. That don't make no sense. So if you're going to be exclusive, make sure that there's multiple opportunities. The top 3% of battle rap can make enough money.
Battle rap money.
Keep it tall.
And technically, the people that those 3% you talking about, yeah.
I think this might have been the part where he was like, yo, I'm sorry, but a lot of you battle rappers need to get a job. I agree with that too. Especially if you can't put $50 in your gas tank.
I'm saying, so number 4, bootlegging.
See, the thing about bootlegging, as far as the top 6 things that hurt the culture, the bootlegging thing is just something. It's shitty when it's the culture doing it to the culture. Like, I was bootlegged, allegedly for $1 million+ allegedly on caffeine. You know what I'm saying? I had people purposefully bootlegging RBE. It's documented of people like KCJ saying "fuck your battles" on Twitter to me. I don't even really know the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, why was she doing that? Who was she motivated by to do that to me? To just steal from me in that respect. I never disrespected that girl. I never said nothing bad to her. I never crossed her. And the only conversation I think she and I ever had was about possibly doing something on RBE to do a battle, me book you or put some money in your pocket. Fast forward, I see you doing some shit on your caffeine channel. I say, yo, I say respectfully to the young girl, yo, this isn't accepted. It becomes fuck you or fuck your battle. She just totally spit in my face. You know what I'm saying? So it's disgusting. And the culture is supposed to hang people for that when it's the culture doing it to the culture. Here I am, one of the best league owners, one of the hardest working league owners in battle rap history, one of the best platforms to come through battle rap history, providing some of the best quality and some of the best matchups, some of the best cards, some of the best crates in battle rap, pushing the culture in many different directions. You know what I'm saying? Creating competition, all types of stuff. And nobody overprotected me. There were some people that spoke out. I appreciate y'all. Shout to y'all. Even people like Rem spoke out for me. I appreciate that. I don't want to overshoot that. But you should like damn near get banned from that. But once again, you could seek safety in another platform that'll laugh about that. You know what I'm saying? So the bootlegging thing, when it happens from within the culture, that is disgusting. And you guys need to out that on 10. When it happens from outside the culture, when I say outside the culture, I mean like people that's not actively creating the content. I mean like a fan. It's kind of to be expected. Every industry gets bootlegged, and we just got to continue to find better ways to protect the content and to make back the amount of money that we deserve to. And the only way around dealing with it, if it's just something that you can't control, is just changing the budgets. You know, the battlers that want $5,000 and $10,000, yet you only sell 2,000 streams total, and you got a whole card and a whole budget to cover. It's just the market has to come down, and that has been battle rap's Titanic. The leagues and overall battle rap struggles to turn the whole ship around towards a budget that actually can create profit, because that would mean all these people that's used to making tens of thousands or 5,000 or even a couple thousand, they all start to make 30 to 40% what they was making the last previous years of them getting booked. But then things actually balance out. I actually get to sell only 1,000 or 2,000 streams and be profitable. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bootlegging piece. Let's keep going. See if I can catch
Bootlegging is out of control. Get their money from the pay-per-views. Pay-per-views is down. You know what I'm saying? So they hear this. But how is the league supposed to recoup or throw another event or book other battles if you asking for crazy bread and you don't have 1 million view battle? 1 million views is 4.
Yeah, people asking for too much money. People don't understand what their true value is. And some people actually run from it. There's people that I've offered pay-per-view deals. They're like, hell no, I just want my guarantee. I ain't betting on myself. Fuck that. God forbid you get paid based on the actual numbers. Well, you know, people make up their numbers based on what some other league paid them, based on what they thought their homie made. And I'm not trying to say that he does or he does not deserve it, right? But look at the relevant topic that's happening right now for Briz and Mook. Mook is doing videos right now saying, come on, gang, Briz, you asking for too much. I don't know what to tell Briz what's too much or what's not too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going there right now. But it's a whole topic that's going on right in front of our faces right now, right? And Mook, his opponent, who's one of the highest paid battlers in the sport, is trying to tell Briz, and it's ironically, he's the one that's saying that exposed the 25 or some madness and all that. But at this point in the culture, he's telling Briz, come on, gang, you asking for too much. So this is where we're at. You stand on whatever side of that debate that you want to stand, okay? But I'm just calling it out. I'm just showing you guys, connecting the dots for y'all.
4 bands. So we need to just rely on put the battle out and don't activity. You're not exclusive. Nobody's waiting to see you anymore because we saw you last week.
It took me a long time to adjust to getting money. You really got to learn money when you start getting it, because we don't.
So the learn money part, you know, if you're trying to trace that into battlers needing to pop up on a card once a month or every other week, or trying to take any little thing that they can. Newsflash, people, if you don't know, you're super out the loop. But it's not always the leagues that's reaching out to the battlers. Some of the most highest profile battle rappers, they'll see a flyer go up and they reach out to the league a mile a minute. Yo, can you put me on a card? Can you put me on a card? And some of these guys that you see very, very frequently, they're in the field asking and requesting to do that, have that pace. You know what I'm saying? And it's like ironic sometimes, because you look at like a Tay-Rock who won Cody last year, right? He didn't win it just from being on URL or King of the Dot or RBE or Chrome 23, or he didn't know. He did it by battling like 50 times. You've seen him everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it works for certain people. It's a detriment at certain times, and other people choke. Other people, like, they're just picking up bags and their quality ain't that. I've always been a proponent, man. If Mayweather's going to be Mayweather once a month, I'm going to pay for it once a month. But battlers don't uphold that. Well, not many people. Tay-Rock did, and he deserved this Cody. But there's only one Tay-Rock. You got so many battle rappers where they bag chasing for real, and they're not exciting the fan every time. You know what I'm saying? And they're still even not even choosing the right matchups all the time. It's just like, fuck it, give me my bag. They treat it like not even like a job, like a hustle. And that's a whole topic within itself that I'm not going to go to, but it's a little ass backwards to treat your primary source of income as if it's like just a side hustle. Think about that. Think about that. That might have been the last one, or was there one more for us to catch?
As young black men, services for free. A little bit of consulting can't hurt because it's needed.
Bring up all of those 6 things, right?
Little consulting. If that was the sixth one, asking questions, opening yourself up to information, 100%. Shout out once again to that super chat. I don't even know where y'all got that from. Why did y'all even ask me if Frank White took a shot at me? Why did y'all even ask me that? I don't even know why y'all asked that. Like, where? What about that video? I didn't even get that. Like, he sent it to me. But even when I watched it, I couldn't. Y'all got me on that. I don't know where y'all got that. But nah, Frank wouldn't shoot at me, man. Frank's my guy. He's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Frank has a lot of respect for me, and I've developed a lot of respect for what he's brought to the culture too. So, I need my headphones real quick. I want to play this for y'all real quick. This is one of my favorite clean paper haymakers ever. Why? Because it encapsulates his reputation of not being at battles or missing battles or running off or whatever. Shout out to Clean, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Clean had a couple issues. We've had a couple battles. We even did a bunch of social distances. You know what I'm saying? All the back and forth between me and Clean the last couple times we've been in touch has been 100. You know what I'm saying? Clean is who he is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Clean, I'm cool with Clean. Shout out to Clean, man. I'm glad that I had him all over the RB platform. I got like 4 or 5 joints with him on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clean. But this is one of my favorite Clean joints ever. Get your Clean. It's on you, my nigga.
I said, dog, listen, dog. Bro, shut your Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Barkley head ass up, dog. Nobody want to hear that shit. They want to hear a real nigga speak. James, you should feel disrespected. But we don't get into that. As far as you, I only decide on coming because I owe ARP some money and I wasn't sending it back. But I said, fuck it, dog. While I'm here.
All I could do in that, this is the Rare Breeze event. This is the Aver versus Mook event. All I could do is double over and laugh in that fucking. What else could you do as a host? And that really is some of the behind the scenes shit going on with him showing up to this battle. All I could do is laugh and enjoy that. Shout out to my homie next to me too, a supporter. He had a Rare Breed versus everybody shirt on. Hey, easy. I was that before you. I did that on accident. You want another funny one that I can say right now? Watch this. Follow the innovators, not the invites. Yo, Easy's following the innovators, not the invites. Me, RBE, ARP saying that is such a triple hilarious quote. I'm so stupid with it. Yo, I couldn't have fucking planned that. But yo, you know what's so funny about this footage too? Let me come on this side of the footage. Watch closely Jack Boy Maine and watch his eyes. You see, after Clean Paper lands the haymaker, Jack Boy is such a fucking asshole. You see his eyes go to me real quick to see like what my reaction is. It's like, oh, he just dissed the fuck out of ARP. Like, he goes to me real quick, and then he just, he pushes Clean. Watch Jack Boy in this shit. He's a bastard for looking at me. Like, pay attention to him.
James, you should feel disrespected. But we don't get into that. As far as you, I only decide on coming because I owe ARP some money and I wasn't sending it back.
Jack Boy, what you doing on the RBE stage, by the way? Nah, I'm just joking. This nigga next to him look like Magic Johnson. I'm just looking around this stage. Now I done found the t-shirt. I see my homie Links right here. Shout out to J400. Raj, what up, girl? Jack is here. Magic Johnson is here. Nigga said Magic Johnson here. I was stupid. Armani Exchange Days. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to well, let me go back to the bigger screen. Mini topic for y'all real quick. Not even a mini topic. Off topic. Where was it? You tried it 215. You just reminded me of something. I got a text message to my phone 2 days ago. One of my homies that I go back and forth with, we troll each other so much. We've been trolling each other for over. Damn, I was in that gym. We was in that gym in Midtown Manhattan like 7-8 years ago. And we definitely been trolling each other since around. It's my homies. And we've been trolling. I don't want to say his name just in case. Just in case you don't want me to say his name. But we've been trolling each other for like 8 years. So nigga texted me like 2 days ago. And he was like, as much as you my son, I want to ask you a question. Because that's what we do, man. It's like we always say some shit about like who follow who, you know, who wore the jacket first, or who, you know what I'm saying? It's me and my homie. He's a battler too. I ain't gonna say his name. But he texts me, he's like, yo, as much as you my son, I got a question for you. Where'd you get your jibs done? Your teeth. And I said this on the stream, I always take that as a compliment. And that's why I brought this triggered me from you try to 215. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. But I do want to say, and it's a gem for anybody, you know, you take the same route as me. These are my natural teeth. Those are my natural, they're my natural teeth. Okay. And I'll tell y'all the story again. I had braces as a little kid. Mom's hooked me up. She took care of me, you know, early before she did it. Like, I got me a little winner here. You know what I'm saying? A little handsome little kid. Before he starts getting into girls and everything, way before he gets into junior high and all that, and it starts getting into his looks and his clothes and his sneakers and all that, let me hook his teeth. Moms took care of the kid. You know what I'm saying? So I had him real early. About like 2 years ago, 2-3. I showed y'all on the stream. I went to my dentist 2-3 years ago, whatever. And they had the advertisement in there for Invisalign, right? And I asked about it, and they said, yeah, you know, it's like some trays you put in. And the reason why I wanted it, because my bite was shifting a little bit and my front teeth started to cross a little. It's like over time, like shit started to move a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? And I always had well-aligned teeth from when I had braces as a kid, but I noticed that a little bit started moving on me a little bit. I said, oh no, we ain't doing that. So I did the Invisalign. And I wore it for like a year, a little over a year. And it's a system where they give you trays and you got to change the tray once a week. And every tray is shifting your teeth into certain. And the end of it was shitty because my bite wasn't aligned at all. You know, like the alignment looked good. Like if you smile, but when I go to chew, like I had gaps in the back of my teeth where I wasn't able to crush all my food. So then I have a very good personal dentist. He had to do all this like regular adjustment, put like attachments on the back of my teeth and rubber bands and shit. This is now outside of Invisalign, but he did that for me for like 3 months to like get my bite in order. Then, you know, they do these little tests where they put strips in your mouth, you gotta bite down and it shows where your bite is connecting and where it's not, and then continue to readjust, whatever. So now that I'm done, all you got to do is wear the Invisalign trays when you go to sleep at night, like a retainer, just to keep, you know, the alignment. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I did that and some people go through Invisalign depending on how much movement for like less than a year. I did mine for like a year, a little over a year. Now I just wear the trays at night. I took the trays out of my mouth on stream one time to show y'all because there was lames in the chat, and I don't even know why I fucking catered to them, but there was some lames in the chat like ARP and his fake teeth. And I was just like, you don't understand, you dick sucker, how much of a compliment that is. Like, and I don't even shun people that got their teeth done. It's very, very popular and common for people that got their teeth done. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got veneers and all types of shit. Your favorite rappers and singers, and look at Glorilla. Look at her glowed up picture that's so viral, right? Like all these people got their teeth done. I don't shun that at all. I just have my natural teeth. I hope that's okay with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and then on top of that, Invisalign, I'll do some over-the-counter CVS whitener joints, you know, once every couple months to remove like stains from like me drinking wine here and there, or, you know, just food stains over time. That's it. That's all. That was my regimen. So when y'all see me and y'all, you know, comments like this, thank you, love. You know, no, I don't have these are my natural teeth. It's my natural fucking teeth, okay? Thank you, love. Damn, I just got sidetracked. We still in battle rap, people, okay? I still got y'all. Let me show y'all now one of the best battle rap haymakers ever across all battle rappers, all leagues, but it just happens to be the same battle rapper. Does anybody know what bar I'm talking about? Let me go to the chat first. Does anybody know what haymaker I'm talking about when I say Clean Paper has one of the best haymakers in battle rap history? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Nah, not Pat. Rest in peace, Pat. I'm talking about Clean Paper. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Huh? What are y'all talking about? Me and you tried it in the chat for? What are you talking about, Chins? 11 coming. Oh, y'all getting at her for because I got sidetracked. Leave you tried it alone, man. I had to bring that up because, like I said, my boy just literally texted me about that a couple days ago. You got it. Major League Ability. I don't remember what that one is. No, and it's not versus Rosenberg. It's not versus I see my battle facts in the chat too. He's got it. He's got it. Yes. Okay. Y'all got it. Let's bring it up. One of the best battle rap haymakers ever.
So what it is? It's a problem or it ain't one. You got a problem, Lil Kenny? Then state one. Oh, it ain't no fucking problem. Well, I'll make one and I don't scream Black Lives Matter because I take one.
Shout out to Clean. Destructive. So what it is, Lil Kenny. Lil Kenny is in today's stream. I got y'all. We're gonna get to that in a second. Let's get to it now. Fuck it. Let's get to it now. Why not? Let's go there. So Kenny. Look. K-Shine. My bad, Shine. I'm stuck on Clean's haymaker, man. It's that good. My bad. K-Shine and Shotty Horror, man. So they have a back and forth going on. I see they got a lot of tweets. I'm just pulling up two of them. Shotty Horror. Look at this little pee hole, LOL. And he's putting up a screenshot of K-Shine blocked him. Okay. Then you got this one right here of K-Shine. K-Shine says, I drop it when I feel like it. Anybody who really wanted to see it got the PPV. I don't owe no explanation. F what anybody else got to say. Shotty is a B. He just mad I unfollowed his B ass, laughed my ass off. Why he not asking about his Geechee battle? Okay. I'll take that down. I do not need my headset for the rest of the stream. And yes, I am going to get to easy. Okay. I made y'all wait for it. Even though it's not in the title. It's not in the thumbnail. I could be such an asshole when I want to be. But real talk. I seen the back and forth, and shout out to Shine, shout out to Shotty, and shout out to 3. I saw Shine on 3 Letter Man today, and I watched it. I watched pretty much the whole segment of him addressing the Shotty Horror thing and his footage dropping and all that. And it's what they got going on. Whatever. You know, they were never best friends anyway. Their opponents, the battle's over. It was a great fucking battle. If I watch it again and it feels like, yo, this got super replay ability, maybe it's a classic. I don't know. I did a recap of it. I had K-Shine winning. I think I even had him winning all 3 rounds. And just because you win all 3 rounds doesn't mean that you got bodied. I think he had longer rounds. I think his energy was crazy. Shotty might have even tried to cut Sean off, or did in one of the rounds because of the time limits, right? But it was Sean's return, and I don't know, whatever. This is not to take anything away from Shotty's performance. Shotty was incredible, but I had Sean clearly winning it, and I was one of few people, it's documented, saying, what the hell are y'all actually tripping for? Because K-Shon's return battle is versus Shotty Horror. Y'all gave me one of those I told you so moments. Because I was just like, it's Shotty Horror. What is wrong with you people? It is what it is. I get it. A lot of time has passed. Whatever. Anyway. Based on Three Letter Man's interview with Sean, I'll tell you what I assume is going on here. Sean is saying it in so many different ways. It's two things. He's showing that the battle with him and Shotty, especially the feeling like y'all wasn't with it when it was announced, but then y'all watched the battle and everybody's saying that it's a classic or a great battle. And then when he sees Shotty get announced on URL a couple weeks later, he doesn't like how that played out. Now, I don't have the behind the scenes information, right? But in his perspective, Sean, he feels like there's some tactical as well as stabbing me in my back a little bit type of stuff that happened, right? Now, as far as the tactical stuff, URL has always been a platform or league that has no problem figuring out how to capitalize on certain moments. Like it could be another league's date. It could be controversy. It could be using my voice in their trailer. By the way, I didn't flag them. Oh, shots fired at whoever's flagging. I didn't flag URL. This is none of y'all had more drama with battle rap ops than me ever. I didn't flag nobody. That trailer dropped. I said, "Ooh, good one." I didn't flag nobody. Whoever's doing it, y'all some bitches, or multiple people, whoever. But they're very tactical with that shit. In my opinion, Eric Beasley is one of the most petty people in the world. He's got like 50 Cent type shit to him. And he's clever with some of the shit. He's funny with some of it, and he's smart using some of it for his business. He sees things and he'll find ways to spin them, whether you think that it's dirty or it's in play. And even though I'm not taking any shots, I'll still say allegedly, in case anybody doesn't know how to just take this with battle rap talk. Okay. Like, I mean, so I think Sean feels like the booking was off of his energy, especially after nobody acted like they liked it. Here's another example of like that shit. Like, Easy would probably feel this way. I felt this way of like URL booking Disaster versus Real Sick. The timing of it felt like it was an anti-RBE card that was going on and possible anti Easy to Block Captain thing. A lot of people felt like Disaster was being used by URL to act, because I had that little back and forth with Disaster based on the wreck shit situation, and Disaster and Easy had a situation with the NDA shit at the time, and URL they're sneaky instead of being upfront and saying it on camera themselves. They're sneaky. Disaster, you do. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. And shout out to Diz. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Diz. But that's the interpretation from a lot of people of what was going on there. All right. And one thing that also stood out to me in the interview on Three Letter Man was Sean. He said, the things that you were saying on the phone with me was like, fuck them niggas. And then you went and battled with them right after me. So I can relate to some of that. I'm not saying that I know Shotty and Sean's situation or their conversations. I'm just saying when he said that in the interview, I can relate to that, because I'm going to be so honest with y'all. When you share a plight with somebody, You know, you look at that person as a comrade. This is not about Shotty. Don't watch this and be like, oh, you siding with Sean. I'm so talking in general right now, my nigga. I'm not trying to act like I know Sean and Shotty shit. I don't. I want that to be clear. And I hate that I have to do all these over disclaimers for people, but sometimes I got listeners that hear me with all different types of ears. So fuck it. Disclaimer. Sean and Shotty, I'm speaking general for the moment. Shout out to you, both y'all two brothers. But that's life. When you share a plight with somebody, sometimes you have a level of camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? So imagine I feel like allegedly my events is getting attacked or my battles is getting attacked all the time. Imagine I'm having them type of conversations, like let's say organic all the time. We always on the phone together, debating of how we could protect ourselves or what certain people is doing to us and the grimy levels, and we feeding each other information, and you alley-ooping me shit and I'm alley-ooping you shit. And then I look up and you're like what Sean is alluding to, you got this whole like, oh, we best friends thing. Sean will feel a level of betrayal. This is real shit that I'm not saying it's their case. I'm just talking about how things really go. You will feel a vibe of betrayal, a kind of piece of betrayal. I was initially thinking in my last take when I spoke about Sean dropping, I was just like, yo, Sean, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? You gotta drop your footage, homie, because you don't hold it while you navigating to see what URL gonna do and see if they're gonna try to capitalize on you. And he said that in his interview too. He said, you're gonna you see the buzz, you're gonna fuck around and see an announcement of Shotty versus Tay-Rock. And think about what I said of URL finding a lot of opportunities to capitalize on things. I'm not saying that that's what's happening right here, but because historically it happens so much, it's in people's minds, like Sean right now, which is why he said the Tay-Rock shit, the Shotty and the Tay-Rock shit. This is just me from the outside looking in, how I'm interpreting it. Okay, I'm just reading the Matrix. So my initial take, like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, I'm just like, yo, Sean, like, if you feel like niggas is at you or trying to step on you or water down your footage, that's just part of battle rap. We see what it is. You gotta get out there. You just gotta call. You gotta fight. You gotta drop your shit. But listening to his 3 Letterman interview right now, it makes me understand. I'm not saying I agree with, but it makes me understand his position that much more. You know? Now, as far as him and Shotty getting into it, I feel like that it's almost like a byproduct. I think the real issue is like the energy and the things that Sean believes is between him and URL or certain things that's happening. But Shotty ends up being a piece of the puzzle from his perspective. That's what I see. I could be wrong, respectfully. And shout out to Shotty and shout out to Sean. Okay. All right. Y'all fuck with that tape? That tape? Nah, of course not. It take me to hell no. I'm cool. Once again, I don't want no problems, no beef with nobody. I don't got no beef with nobody, but I'm cool. I don't force. I'm so not a forced relationships, and not. I didn't want to be friends then. I damn sure don't want to be friends now. It doesn't make you my enemy. Our history is our history. Shout out to you. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Once again, if I see you in the club, the most you can get is a head nod. Just like I said for Young Thug and Wife and Lucci, just that's it. But to stop tweeting me looking for collab events, you know, Jay Mills, I respected his video, but that shit never happened. You put $1 million on the fly. I told you this, you guys, this shit for years. It never happened. I stand on that. Like it didn't never $1 million. Yo, do the collab for the culture ARP. Then I gotta say, fuck the culture for that moment. I'm never. And niggas probably feel exactly the same, and that's totally fine. You know, then we're on the same page. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know, it's like even now I'll use this to transition to Easy. Since this is my mind's random thoughts. I feel like Easy should never battle with URL. There's been some olive branching over time. You know, sometimes time heals a lot. But from everything that's happened, look at what we said earlier about Young Thug and Gunna. If you try to, metaphorically speaking, kill me and I survive it, that doesn't mean that we can now come to the table. The fact remains you tried to kill me, metaphorically speaking, and allegedly, right? We know that the history there. We know the Danny Myers and the card and the lucrative offer and the allegedly P and Easy and Chrome and alleged cease and desist and this and that. And we know all of it. You know, I'm the type of person that, no, I'm not doing business with you ever again. It's just not about the money. It's not about the money. But now, a couple people wanted my response to Easy to Block Captain's his live the other night. I think the title referenced my recent take on him, the brat shit, the spoiled brat shit. So y'all wanted my follow up to that. I saw the live. I don't do none of that corny shit. Oh, I caught a clip, or yeah, somebody called me and told me. First of all, you whack if you fuck around and speaking on something from a strong standpoint and you didn't see it with your own eyes and hear with your own ears, unless you got that much trust for the person that's coming to you, you're supposed to do your own due diligence. And then you just got these frauds also that they just think that there's something to gain in saying, I'm not the one that saw it, or I just heard about it, or somebody told me, I only caught a clip. I don't never do that fraud shit. Nah, so the title, I said, oh, that's my shit. Okay, you use me in the title, kind of, right? Let me watch it. Let me see what this young man has to say. You know, we obviously have a difference of opinion of a couple things recently. So here's my reaction to it. The first thing that I want to address is the flagging of the channels things. I saw the part where Ease was saying he's not behind it. And then he got into like that giggly joking. I have a big fan base. And y'all can snipe them niggas. This is not no sarcasm. I'm really, really trying to give Easy and everybody else a jewel here. Fuck ARP and his opinions, though. He thinks he's smart. Who the fuck is he? Don't listen to me. It's all good. I told y'all earlier, I had my monthly call with Quarter Lab today. I brought that up. I brought up the cyberbullying and all of that shit. And one thing that they told me is when you have like a whole rush of like a whole bunch of people, let's say 50 people flagging a video for bullying, then YouTube might determine it for bullying or cyber harassment or whatever. And then you might have an issue, and then manually it will get reviewed. And if they review it and realize that that was like, you know, a fraudulent press, then some of the origins can be chased down. I told you guys the other day, if I ever feel pressed from an individual, and whether I have evidence or whether I have my spider senses make me feel like somebody's responsible for it, I get money. I'm one of the biggest money men in battle rap. And I'm still doing extremely well for myself. I will go grab a lawyer and I'll put the heaviest accusations on anybody that plays with my food. I will not get on camera and just accuse you or rant at you and no shit like that. I'm going to pull the analytics across my whole channel's history as well as my forecast. And I'm going to put a major lawsuit on you for playing with my fucking channel. A major lawsuit. I'm talking millions of dollars I'm going to put on you. No bullshit. So save those games for somebody else. I'm not talking about Easy right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about anybody. But back to the jewel. The jewel is Easy. All jokes aside, when you're laughing and you're stirring up shit like that, that makes you liable whether you know it or not. Because if somebody does things on your behalf and you're indirectly, jokingly stirring them up, and then they go attack a channel for you or some shit like that, or it could be a cat, anybody, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Then you can be, it's like if I come online right now and I say, I don't even want to give the example of using a real name because it's real shit. It's real shit. I say battle rapper XYZ. I despise them. if you're a fan of me, or if you fuck with me, or if you're a homie of mine, or you got money with me, or you want to be in with me or whatever, if you see that person, go upside the back of his head. If I say that on camera and then something happens to that person, I could face a lot of liability, even if that person had their own agenda. Oh no, I've really caught up with him for some shit he did to me in high school or some shit. I could end up getting dragged into it still. So real nigga advice, E. Don't say that shit on camera no more. That's real nigga advice. Don't say that shit on camera no more, even if you think you joking or you indirectly stirring up a pot. Real advice. Real advice. Okay. Some of the other stuff. I'm trying to remember. I didn't even write it down. You know what I'm saying? Did you catch some of my sarcasm earlier? I was just like, divide and conquer is for the weak. Remember? Did y'all catch that little piece earlier? I thought it was funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing of Easy saying like, if he's into it with Big K, or if he's into it with Ill Will, or if he's into it with Cassie, or if he's into it with Hitman, here comes ARP. You know, it's like it's kind of like just calling me like a good friend, you know? And you know, I'm gonna stay very lighthearted about it because people have called me much worse. He's like, yo, ARP is a good friend to his homies, for real, for real. Here's the thing too, man. Like, shout out Divide and Conquer for the week, or real talk. The reverse psychology is for the week. Shout out to everybody that's ever taken up for me in reverse. You know what I'm saying? You call RBE is not a legacy league. You're gonna see Hitman jump in spaces and start arguing and screaming. You know what I'm saying? You say certain things. Show off is in your text message saying where you at. Like that happened this year. Show off is in your text message saying where you at. I'm trying to pull up on you. I'm having a back and forth with Jag missing his Arsenal battle allegedly for Lil Wayne on the same day. Rosenberg Raw is going on his channel and he's riding on Jag. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on. Oops, I told y'all before, he was like militant with his protection of RBE. Jims will get on stage versus Sirius Jones and he'll open up a bar. We ain't tripping that these niggas got an event the same day down the block. We all right, but he starts his rounds like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody who's ever taken up for me. And if you know me, I'm a frontline guy. I've always been on the ground, whether it was taking up for people or whether it was promotion, which actually is like 95% of how Easy has encountered me. Similar to like the Battle Academy versus RBE drum up that was happening. We didn't actually put it together. We was having conversation behind the scenes about it. But me and him had a space as well. You know what I'm saying? And I like, that was funny. And I've attacked him in the form of promo. I did it to Stiz. Stiz understands. Stiz understands promo more than anybody these days, right? He just went viral. Stiz has attacked me. He has some people on his side, Battle Academy, didn't even understand that ARP has always been a frontline promoter. Like, I go after my money more than the battlers a lot. I frontline promote. And if you can't see the difference, then I guess I'm just your fucking op. Like, I really want something to happen to you. The moment Battle Academy versus RBE was announced, I attacked Young Cannon. I attacked Frank with the Grippers. I attacked almost everybody on their card. Some of them niggas didn't get it. And it was like, oh, ARP think you talking to? I was like, I just did the literally from the numbers and the view standpoint, the biggest piece of promo that the whole event had leading in. Go look at the numbers. I own everything. You know what I'm saying? This is my history. I'm a promoter. I'm one of the best promoting league owners as far as getting out there and being feet to pavement. So that it was a funny spin that he tried. And the other piece of it, once again, is divide and conquer. And the third piece of it is calling me a good friend. So I'm not offended. The other part was the spin out of I'm not arguing with the league owner. It's smart to a room full of dumb people. Not me though. And you know, you can spin off if you want. Like, that's cool. Like, I'm not begging or looking or baiting for argument. I don't enjoy being into it with people, but I'll have like a passive aggressive nature to me where I'll be fit for the bullshit, but at the same time, I'm so humble and I don't want to get into it with people, but I'll be so fit for it. You know what I'm saying? If that's passive aggressive, damn near. Okay, it is what it is. But that's like saying like the whole thing about league owners be fans with money. First of all, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Reverse psychology just does not work on me. First of all, that would not be a bad thing. But when you speak about an all-out fan, like you look at somebody like Frank, the name of his whole brand is "We Are the Fans," right? You know how much money he's put into the trenches in Chrome? Was he not a part of You versus Suge? Was he not a part of other main events or other battles and put all types of money into your league? You're gonna dumb him down and try to a nigga with money, a fan with money. You're gonna say that about niggas that helped you stay up with some of your biggest moments in the last 2 years? Stay humble, young man. Stay humble. Stay humble. It's just reality rap, man. It's just like Easy's he's a rapper and he's got an artist mind. You know, his angles, they're angles, but smart people see them. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it. It's just like, yeah, I call it that. That don't work with me. That don't work with me. It's like imagine if I wanted to be ignorant, like by definition, and say most battle rappers are just people that failed that wanted to be musicians. Right? Because we just watched all of your early music videos, didn't we? That's how you ended up battle. I would be ignorant for saying that. It might apply to a couple people, but I would be ignorant for saying that shit. Like every battle rap is only here because they failed at their real objective, which is at the industry, making the millions and doing music. I would be ignorant to say that. You know what I'm saying? So once again, that doesn't work with me. But last but not least, I want to say this. I want to end this on a positive note. I respect and I appreciate, even though I just chopped at him a little bit here and there. If you see, like, I'm just using my intelligence and chopping at something. But I do want to end this positively by saying I appreciate that man didn't step out of line the way that I really did it by not calling me out my name. You know, I don't be wanting to hear the whole, you know, I could tolerate it online. And I'm not like these guys that's just going to go suicidal and crash mode. Somebody says, you're a dick eater or suck my dick online, because people say that shit a mile a minute online. You know what I'm saying? But it does make my radar bleep in a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So I could appreciate, you know, the lack of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like let the integrity or let the respectability stay at a certain level. So I appreciate that. And for me to be real, Easy's a whole man with pride of a man, just like I have pride, and an ego, just like I have some ego. Not as much as him, but I got some. It's like you got all these people talking about, oh, you a spoiled brat, or this, and ARP that you know, like, I would want to respond to that too. The man deserved this response. It doesn't offend me. It didn't trigger my nerves. It didn't make me feel overly defensive. It didn't come off disrespectful to me. I caught his angles and his curves. And I want to even extend that. Like, yeah, you deserve to get a clap back. You know, you're a whole man with pride. Get your clap back off. You know what I'm saying? It didn't disrespect me or whatever. We have a lot of differences of character and opinion and perspective. And let's leave it there. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, and by the way, I do have one last one. Mr. Algorithm. You're going to see me continue to, that is another reverse psychology that doesn't work with me. I'm going to continue to talk about you or whoever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? If you go back a couple weeks before Easy and Cassidy, every video I was doing was probably about J Mills and Goods. When it was the Diddy trial, we were literally Monday through Friday, every day was Diddy in the topic or in the title. Every fucking, when it was Kendrick and Drake, which is where some of my subscribers from the Sorry It's True podcast met me, it was that every day. You know, when things are hot topics or if they're controversial, or when the Lil Durk trial starts, every day we'll be here talking about Lil Durk. Is somebody from OTF going to turn around and say, we're the algorithm, ARP? You can't do video? No, if you're the hot topic, people's going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And people come to me for my train of thought. my expertise, my jewels, my controversy, my coverage, my style. People go to you for your style. You know what I'm saying? So the moment you get yourself back into interesting topics for me and my podcast, I'll put you right back in a position to try that reverse psychology. I'm the algorithm shit again. And you won't be able to detract me by saying, I'll just be like, hey, you guys ready for the 3rd straight day of Easy to Block Captain? Yeah, don't work with me. All right. You're not even in this title or in this thumbnail. We got almost 600 people in here. But we just chilling. We're just having a good time. So half sarcastically, shout out to Easy. Okay. And thank you for the lack of this. I don't want to disrespect you either. I said that in my stream. I mean, I want to give you that courtesy, man. I got that in me still for you, man. I do. Did you see the way I covered you versus Twerk? Did you see it? Don't I have that light switch in me, that ability night and day, right? To keep the credibility. Don't I have that? Yo, say I go one stream, you fucking brat. And the very next one, like, yo, he had 3 great rounds. That's integrity. You know what I'm saying? You just keep up, young man. I'll be trying to teach you. You be thinking that you teaching me shit. Yeah, it's levels to this shit, young man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you. All right, there y'all go. There goes my response. All right. Okay. You guys happy with that? Which ones did I miss? Oh shit. Mailhole 50. If you send it though, thanks. Haha. Insane. But we covered it. And I didn't even know it was out. Go check that segment out, people. Great Value Battle League. Stand up. That's how I was talking about the names. They'd be like 3-round battle league. It's like, good job. You really took a whole week to think of that, didn't you? I ain't gonna lie. The RBE shit came so organically because I got it right here on me. You see? Rare Breed. I got it right here. And Shota got it right here, Rare Breed. We both got it when we was young. We both got Rare Breed inked on us. It was a mentality thing. And when we started RBE, he's the one that came with putting the E on it. I said, yo, what we gonna call this shit? He said, we already got the name, Rare Breed. And he put the E on it. I was like, yup. And it's got a ring, which is why you see all the events, you know, the RBE. It's got a ring to it. And I always was in love with the fact that Rare Breed Entertainment, the entertainment word, allowed us to be flexible. We even got into that YouTube series. We dropped 1 episode for a second. You know, instead of a name Battle Rap League, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to have a more global name instead of whatever. League owners, new league owners, fans with money. I'm so good connecting my shit. Do what you want. Who am I? It's just a retired ball. That's another connection. You don't stop. I'm faster than you too. I am. Mr. Sped. I just did it 3 times in a row. Mr. Sped Up Flow. I'm faster than you. I'm really talking about my brain waves. Like, I just did 3 that fast on acid. When Surf returns, Easy will lose his momentum. Y'all don't got to do all that. Surf is gonna have his energy. If he goes battle rap level again. Surf could, guys, I did a video trying to explain to y'all. Surf can't, he's one person. You know, if you guys can't put everything in one league or everything in one battle rap or everything in one blogger. You know what I'm saying? Like, Surf is not the savior. Surf could add a lot, which is a credit to him because not many people could add what he has the capability of adding, but he's not Jesus. Like, what's wrong with y'all? He's not. He's one person. Like, what if he comes back and loses on his first battle? Everybody that's calling him the Jesus savior will say, fuck, blah, blah, he lost it, right? You guys are flipping a split second. And he might come out one of 2 things is possible. One, his priorities, the last thing it might be is battle rap. You never know. He might be coming home. I gotta get my family in order. I got kids out here. I got this. I gotta get myself situated. Get my crib. You never know. Like, I mean, maybe battle rap could be his best. You just never know. And then you got the standpoint of his mentality. You know what I'm saying? What if he's a whole different person? Prison does that to people. You know what I mean? Like, what if he's just, y'all was so attracted to like a lot of his controversy and villainism. You know what I'm saying? If that's a word. Like getting in spaces and tearing at people. Fuck Aver, fuck Yoshi, or look at this comment right here. It's an anti-easy thing. Y'all like that. But what if he comes out and he's like, I ain't against nobody? What if he comes out like that? I'm not tearing down nobody. I ain't here to try to KFC nobody, tear nobody down. Like, what if he comes out with that updated, more matured mentality? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. Like, y'all gotta stop putting the world on Surf. I don't even think he deserves that pressure. Like, let that man come home however he come home. You know what I'm saying? And if you fuck with him, support him. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna support his shit. That's it, man. I ain't looking for Jesus. Jace here says, don't make me act up now. Now we good. Guns in a holster. Once again, we good. Jason Carter 1869 says, do league owners ever talk about mergers and setting up divisions to consolidate resources, or is that out of question? Just curious about politics. So there are mergers and consolidations. In my opinion, do I need to say allegedly? That's what Harry was. Harry was shit, I went to the event. He did one event. It's the shit that had Calico versus DNA. It was the day after my very first event, the snowed out weekend. What's the name of Harry's shit? I forget. I'm going blank. I got so much racing through my brain. But Smack hosted and everything, right? Maybe that was a take that money and just put it in URL. Allegedly. It's a consolidation. Had there been, to a degree behind the scenes, there could be consolidative type of efforts between Chrome and Trenches. There's more examples historically. Merges, there's temporary stuff. There's been obviously co-events. TBL seems to damn near have been birthed out of that. Like, they were heavily involved in the King of the Dot card that did Tay-Rock versus Big K. But King of the Dot damn near overshadows them because their name is King of the Dot. And then when TBL steps out on their own, then they got their own name now. And this is like, oh, now they get all the credit for their main events in these cards. You know, so now they got their own identity. But as far as divisions, there's no structure to people that no, I'm too tired to break that fully down. But there's never going to be divisions, you know. There could be some clear lines as far as levels. Like, let's say you got development platforms, you got mid-range platforms, you got the mega or the biggest platforms, you know, that do the big stuff or have the big reputations or the big promos or the big cards or the big bookings or the big main events, yada yada yada. You have that. But divisions, it's almost like I said years ago, there's no real league in battle rap. We all function as platforms, even down to the style of contracting. That's literal. Booking contractors and not having employees. This is a fact. There's no real league in battle rap. And so many of y'all come out and still want to call y'all shit kill everybody league. There's no such thing as a league. And by definition, nobody is a league by how we operate or contract. Who's getting paid benefits? Nobody. Shut up. Some of y'all ain't even doing W9s and shit. Like, what are we talking? Shut up. But nah, there's no divisions. There's not going to be no consolidation. If we ever see that era, at that point, then I feel like maybe something would be super overhauled. And that would mean, like, you see how like 1v1 basketball shit is taking off? Or like, remember when N1 and Rucker style basketball took off, and this company came along and started a whole movement and took those players on tour and branded it and did t-shirts and sneakers and all that type of shit and competed with the NBA and competed with Nike and all this type of stuff. Like the N1 movement was mega, right? If battle rap gets that level of exposure and you got these big sponsors that come in, what happens is there's always some type of trade-off. With the money and the commercialism comes more controls and comes the changing of the raw element that we have. So if you ever saw battle rap get structured or fully reconstructed in a real divisional or professional manner, and the money was consistent and it was structured and the market was really settled, you know what I'm saying? All these things that just doesn't exist within our industry, then there would be trade-offs. You know, like imagine UMG comes over. I'm just using a random example. We all have to operate under UMG rule, which means that ARP might not be able to tell you, nah, I need this nigga's whole entourage on stage so niggas can mean mug and shit. I might not be able to do that. You know, you see them caffeine niggas walking out on stage and telling URL, shut it down or do this or do that, or having rules, no, this person can't come and you need to get COVID. Once again, when the money and the sponsorship comes, even the people underneath have to alleviate some of their power or some of their presentation or some of their decisions. And that's not a bad thing all the time. I'm just saying that's a high level of structure, and expect a lot of change if that ever came in. It'd be dope to see, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. All right. Everyone wants ARP opinion on the paperwork because we know he's not going to be biased. I've reserved my public opinion on the situation thus far. That's what I've done. It's a moral thing based on some things behind the scenes. Doesn't mean that I agree. Doesn't mean that I disagree. I've had multiple conversations in private, and right now I'm keeping it like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear you niggas is fucking messy as fuck, but so have I been at times over the years. That's why you guys feel that you guys could ask me for anything. I'm out of here. I'm tired. Y'all can hear it in my voice. It's 11:30 at night. I remember last time during the week I did an 11:30 stream. I'm going to sleep. Catch y'all tomorrow, y'all. Sorry, it's true. We out.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry It's True podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without our, they still got a gun.